Hi guys, bit of a warm one today. Started off quite cool and nice earlier in the morning, and I was able to get some cutting done, and which was good because the rubber trees have been so overgrown, but been busy cutting elsewhere, all the walkways to the rice field, so that Mem could walk freely down there, and fishing poles and whatever else she's got going there. I've been out busy with the cutter. We've got a Honda 4-stroke, and it's just here on the driveway now. And that's a pretty good unit that serves us faithfully. In Thailand, it's one of the dearer ones. Not that it is anywhere else, but about 9,000 baht to replace that, where there are some very much identical looking Chinese copies that people have commissioned, and you could probably pick them up for about 2,990, I think, but they don't have the strength of componentry, and they're just not quite the same. It's not the same quality, so we opt and stay with the Honda. I've always been a fan of Honda product, whether they be small engine products or motor cars, motorbikes. The quality and the engineering is always there, so we use that. It stands up quite well. The power heads knock out a bit. If you're cutting heavy or woody type weeds and things, it puts quite a strain on the power head. That's the actual angle drive at the end of the shaft. It's like a differential sort of crown wheel pinion setup. There's a spiral gear and a straight cut gear, and that's on 2 bearings, and they get beaten up. They get beaten up bad. This last 3 days I've been cutting here in the rubber trees, so it took a bit of time to knock it down. Not fully finished yet, and there's still water on the ground here, a little bit here, but if you look ahead you can see that there's an area I haven't cut. The reason I haven't cut it is it's still underwater. Here's the water I'm talking about. This is level with the dam down there. That's why it's still here. It won't go anywhere until the level of the dam drops accordingly. So stuck with that for a while. I'm just going to walk back from this edge a bit because it's causing me to be a little bit sort of unstable, not sure-footed. Not a problem. So we're working further into this area where the rubber trees are healthier. We've had a number die that or struggle or still small, but here, where I was cutting this morning towards the far boundary, you'll notice this is our inland sea, and it's very much so. So rubber tree area, yep, we're getting there. We do get a lot of ant mounds. There's like ant castles here. Not a lot we can do it. There's another one up there in the distance, close to the uncut grass. Sometimes we have the tractor come through here purely and simply to turn in all the cuttings and to bulldoze those ant nests. Here's another one here. One of the rubber trees that's become a little bit sort of a bit of a mutant alien. Anyway, down the base of it we have a big ant nest. Probably get them mowed over with the tractor, and then Mem will put a chemical on those to try and finish with that nest so it doesn't come back when going. Over here it's been lighter cutting, so you can see the grass here is a little bit thinner and easier to cut quite quickly. I've managed to get close to the side border down here now. Reference point, brother-in-law's house is over there, so the other side of this tall grass is the road, and that really tall stuff that you see, that's hanging on the fence which is on the edge of the road. So I'll go through and I'll cut the flat stuff next, then I'll probably go back on the road and see if I can cut that long stuff through the bottom strand of the wire without getting caught up, which happens. So that's kind of what's happening today. Somebody's dog is barking. There's an old lady living in this house, and her children, she's become a little bit incapacitated, and she's got a son and a daughter. The past week they've been working on this, and they put a new roof on it, and all of the upper story panelling and boarding has been replaced, and they put a coat of paint on the lower story, which is a brick. thing. So they're rejuvenating that for her as somewhere better to be than what it was before. That happens. That Thai family for you, that's what they do. And sometimes it's not even the family. It's friends or community will step in and do that stuff. So if you're not a community type person, then rural Thailand's probably be a challenge for you, because it's all about community. It's all about family. We walk back to the house without falling over. We've had a bit of cloud cover actually, and for a moment there it was quite cool. But sun's out again now, and there's a bit of a bite in it. The other side, as you previously seen, I was cutting the lemons, but I haven't been cutting in there for about 6 days. So we've been doing a lot of other stuff, and it very, very quickly grows again. You cut down all the tall stuff, and then there's a lot of, the word's not juvenile, but you know, small grass plants there and whatever. And with the main canopy, the tall stuff gone, a little bit of rain and that stuff really kicks into life and grows like billio. So we'll be back over there. A lot of the heavy stuff that we cut, we will put onto the middle road and we'll burn that. If I can show you down here, there's lots of stuff like this, and about the only thing you can do with it, it'd rot eventually. You could turn it in, not really possible in the middle of the orchard and lemons. So the most easiest thing to do for us is to actually rake it out onto the middle road down the center of the lemons and burn it. So once it's burnt, you turn it into carbon obviously, and all the constituent chemicals which were in the grass that you cut. So all of the nitrogen, all of the various trace elements and chemicals and whatever, you burn it, it goes back down to the base element and it goes back into the ground. So you are reintroducing the nutrients back into the soil that were there originally and were consumed to grow whatever it was that you're burning. That's the nature of it, and that's what we're doing there. I finished cutting about an hour and a half ago. It was really hot. Waited 5 minutes to cool down a bit, drank a bit of water, stripped off the muddy, dirty clothes. You get sprayed in rubbish when you're using the brush cutter in that sort of condition. Then I had a good cold shower. Mem came back. She'd been down to the market and got some food for an early lunch. Then I had about an hour's kip because we were up very early, and now we're ready to get into something else. So I thought I'd do a bit of filming and talk to you guys, because you're always there and supporting me. That's life in Thailand, down under in Thailand, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, please, and all of your comments are really, really valuable. Please do that, and we'll catch up with you later. Bye, guys.